You know, it's been said that La Crosse, Wisconsin is God's country, but I beg to differ. I think this is God's country here. We're in Middlebury, and I tell you what, Mark Linton, I don't know that I've found a more beautiful, pleasant, warm homestead than the one we're going to feature here today.
I love the small town feel that you get here in Middlebury. And
Yeah.
we're out in beautiful countryside.
We may even hear a horse and buggy go by, right?
We already have,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, I think I hear one coming now, as a matter of fact. Well, this is a landscape renovation here at Steve and Juanita's place, and you had some things that you had to work with and repurpose, and others you brought in new, right?
That's right, Craig. The relationship goes back many, many years, and have done other projects for the homeowner, and appreciate them putting their trust into us once again here. Neat project here. They've lived here for quite a while. We had quite a few really good plants, trees, and shrubs that we felt like we could repurpose. A lot of the perennials that you see were here originally, just not necessarily in the same location. Some of the things actually are in the same location, like this Japanese maple behind us. It worked perfectly here and married itself with the new landscape.
Yeah, so there were things that Steve and Juanita wanted to keep, certainly, and others that maybe you wanted to add. Is there any danger at all in maybe moving some of these plants and trees around a little bit?
As far as I know, I think everything successfully transplanted itself just fine. Obviously, larger trees in that are really established, that's not a possibility. So we left them where they're at, but the perennials, rather forgiving, and we transplanted them, and 2 thumbs up there.
Now, Steve and Juanita are into antiques, and they've used these purposefully, haven't they, on the landscape?
Oh my goodness. Had fun working with the antiques, and as we showed up here today, actually have seen some new ones that the homeowners had added, things that I'm kind of envious of that I would have loved to have played with, but I absolutely love where they've got them incorporated into the design.
Well, this is curb appeal at its finest right here in Middlebury, and we've got the backyard to show you, and in just a second the side yard, so why don't we go over that way? You want to?
Okay, let's go.
All right. Well, the side yard here, Mark, a lot of interest here as well, right?
There is, and if you look behind us, we've got this large picture window, and that's Steve and Juanita's family room. It overlooks this area. They're really into attracting birds and wildlife, and the focal point is this hawthorn tree here.
Yeah, very good. You know, there's other items here, and we touched on the antiques, didn't we, just a little bit ago, but talk about the star of the show here.
You know, personally, I absolutely love this, and this puts a smile on my face here, this antique scooter. This was something that did not exist last time I was here, and Steve and Juanita have added this, and this is just like the cherry on top of the sundae, in my opinion.
Now, Juanita tells me that Steve actually rode this onto the property and then got stuck and just abandoned it, left it here, and went inside for lunch.
Go
Is
figure.
that the story?
We're sticking to it.
I like it, though. And then there's the bicycle. And you've got a bike on your property, or two, don't you?
You can't have too many old antique bicycles and that. What we've got planned here is a beautiful perennial garden. We have things that bloom in the springtime, things that bloom in the summertime, and then also things that come into glory into the fall. The hawthorn tree is a bird magnet. It produces a kind of a reddish-orange berry late in the summer and into the fall, which the birds absolutely love.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I like the way everything flows here, and that's really what you continually have to keep in mind, I would think, when you've got a project like this. Flow, symmetry, all those things that you talk about a lot.
Exactly, and if you look at how the edging is laid out, Steve's got a really huge commitment here to mowing in that, and so we wanted to make it incredibly low maintenance so we didn't have to get the push mower out, and so just real gentle flowing curves so we can stay on that riding lawnmower and not get off it.
Now, Steve has done a great job with his yard. I did tell him that. That's okay, right?
Oh my goodness, he gets kudos for that.
Yeah. Some guys just like being out in the yard, and nothing wrong with that.
I know a lot of people look forward to that, kind of some chill out time.
Well, I know this. Juanita likes being in the tub, the hot tub, right?
She does, and we designed this deck around it. I'd like to share that with the viewers.
Okay, let's go. Well, some fragrance back here, certainly, some eye candy, a hot tub, and a wonderful deck. I tell you, this is home living at its finest, Mark, isn't it?
I wouldn't mind living here myself.
Yeah, this deck really turned out great. Congratulations to you and your crew. And you kind of worked the deck around the hot tub that they already had here, right?
We actually did design the deck for the hot tub. They purchased the hot tub at the same time as we put the deck in here. And we also wanted to give them a little buffer from the neighbors, and so that's why you see the hemlocks over there. We've got a nice staggered row of them. They're going to grow together and provide some privacy. And you mentioned fragrance.
Yes.
We've got fragrant viburnum, which are just starting to bloom on this side of the deck. On the other side of the deck, we've got a little dwarf lilac tree, which of course nothing smells better than lilacs.
This is so peaceful back here. And I love the attitude Steve and Anita have about not only having been here for 25 years or so, but they're really planning to be here another 25 or 30 years. Certainly with the landscaping and the decking and the hot tub, they're not going anywhere for a while, are they?
You're right, Craig. Absolutely. We've got it set up so it's low maintenance, easy to maintain, and constant color all spring, summer, and fall.
Well, Mark, the one thing that we will underscore here on this segment of the show today is the fact that Linton's really is in the business of creating wonderful backyard outdoor living areas, and the deck always seems to be the focal point, right?
It is a place where friends and family can gather and create some memories.
But you do all this work yourself. You don't hire out, have a XYZ company come in and do it.
Absolutely.
You do it.
Well, not me, our crews.
Yeah. Well, very good. Still plenty of time in the season to order up any kind of landscaping design, correct?
Most definitely.
All right, so give Linton's a call or go online at lintons.com. Steve and Juanita Rieksecker are the homeowners here at a beautiful home here in Middlebury. Steve, good to see you.
Thank you. Glad to have you here.
Well, thank you. And Juanita, good to see you. I want to ask Steve real quick. Mark has done a great job out here. What is it about what Mark did on your property that you like the most? Steve, can you tell me?
Well, what I like the most, I know Mark for quite a while already, and Mark, he's very creative. He's a dreamer, and I'm also that way a little bit. But we incorporate a lot of our antiques into our landscaping, and it was such an amazing job how he did it. We incorporated our deck in there, our hot tub and our deck, and it's turned out very, very nice. Very well pleased with it.
It looks amazing. It really does. Juanita, what about you? What's the most favorite special thing that Mark did for you out here?
Well, I'm having fun watching the things bloom this year. The patio peach was gorgeous. Now the dogwood over there is coming out. I love that.
Very good. Well, it's a beautiful property, and Mark is here to make a special presentation. Don't be too surprised here when here he comes. Mark?
Steve and Juanita, appreciate the opportunity that you've allowed us here not only to work for you, but to share this beautiful home and landscape with the viewers. And our floral design department created this especially for you. We've got some garden peonies in there for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark,
Thank
very
you.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Steve, thank you so much. Juanita, thank you very much. Beautiful presentation there. Mark, we appreciate that. Well, got a whole lot more coming up here on the program. Stay with us. We'll be right back.